Hello, my name's Kent Nutall. I'm a dentist in Auburn, Washington, and I'm always talking with patients. And so it was a different thing for me all of a sudden to be a patient. And this whole experience has given me a new perspective. I was faced with an injury, which was a surprise. I actually pulled my biceps tendon right off my arm. So I actually had a tendon that detached. The pain was incredible, and I went in for surgery. And a good friend of mine, Doran Dawkins, got a hold of me, and he said, "Hey, I've got this hyperbaric stuff, and it's the same chambers that the football players use." And of course, I was like, "Man, this is cool, man." And he offered to give it a try. So that was about 3 months ago. And right after surgery, if I'd have found out before surgery, I would have gone before. But I found out after the surgery, so I started using it 3 months ago. The initial sessions I had was 12 one-hour sessions, and the more I did it, the more I liked it. The very first session was very close to the surgery date. My dad took me down there. It was very tricky getting into the chamber. You know, it looked like a little submarine tube thing, you know, and I was in so much pain I couldn't drive. My arm, the biceps tendon had come off, and the surgeon did a great job putting it back together, but I was far from functional. The pain was incredible. So I was able to, Martina is incredible. She really understands people, how to work with people, and I got myself into that chamber. And after about, I've had a lot of science, went to BYU. After about a half an hour in the chamber, the pain level in my arm started to drop. So when oxygen gets in there, it's under pressure. There's nothing scary about it. It's very comfortable in there. You can listen to music, but I wasn't worried about all that. I was in so much pain. You know, I was just looking for some relief. And after about a half an hour, I noticed the pain start to go down. And that oxygen starts to build up in your plasma. It gets concentrated. It starts to take the inflammation away. So the first difference I noticed was I was out of pain. As far as I was concerned, I was going to stay in there for a very long time. So now it was hard to get me in. It's going to be even harder to get me out. Because when you're out of pain, I mean, wow. And so this stuff really does work on the inflammation. So I've actually sent patients of my own down there and got them to go before surgery. I've sent about, 5 people down there. They've all had great experiences. And so the other differences I noticed, and so I got out of the chamber, and I had an appointment, I believe, the next day or the day after. So I had, consecutive appointments, and so basically I was addicted to going to the hyperbaric oxygen chamber, because that was a heck of a lot better than sucking down pain meds, because I don't want to take my brain out of the equation. My brain needs to be in the equation for me to survive in life. And so pain difference was incredible. The impact it gave me quality of life. I wouldn't have missed those first initial 13 visits for nothing. And I started to go to physical therapy. That was more pain. But I always kept going, at least once a week, and I've taken my daughter down there. I've referred patients down there. I get down there, as often as I can. You get flexibility, you get faster healing. The only regrets I think that patients have had is that they didn't get in there earlier. Because I believe if I would have gotten in there before surgery, I obviously would have had a lot more oxygen in my blood, and I would have healed faster. And so I got my flexibility back. I was able to, it's been 3 months now, and I highly recommend hyperbaric oxygen therapy. I actually almost wanted to buy one of the units. It would have been interesting to see if I could sleep in that thing all night, but it really clears up your brain too. You can think better. The effect lasts for about a day. They say a couple days. I talked to the chiropractors there who are very knowledgeable as well. But it really, it says it works for like when you get back from a trip, for example, from jet lag and stuff. Putting oxygen in your system is good. It gets everything rolling. So I'm a big fan of hyperbaric oxygen chamber. If you have any questions, you can ask me. Very good experience.